Document 360 has a robust backup and restore function which keeps all your documentation and settings safe by creating a copy of your knowledge base project so that it can be restored in case of any disaster. This functionality could also be a part of your organizational data retention strategy to mitigate business continuity risks. All backups are stored securely, and there are a couple of ways Document 360 creates backups. The first is a system daily backup, which is performed on your knowledge base project every 24 hours. The second method is a user-generated backup. Let's say we'd like to take a backup of a project right now. Click New Backup, give it a descriptive name, and click Backup. Restoring from a backup point is just as simple. You can restore your project to a previous state from any of the available backups. For example, let's go down the list and select this backup and click Restore Options. Here, we can choose which parts of the knowledge base we want restored. Documentation will allow us to select and restore all or parts of the documentation backup. We can select all up here, or go down to the version and language level and select specific categories and articles and choose Restore. The homepage builder lets us restore to a previous homepage, and we can select from the different versions and languages within this backup. Or we can select all and restore. Document 360 also creates a backup of all your custom CSS and JavaScript, which can be crucial if your project runs a lot of custom code. A useful feature here is that the Restore panel allows you to view and compare the backup with the current version. The changes made in the current version will be highlighted. You can click on Copy Code Snippet to copy the code for either of the versions. Let's take a couple of examples. Firstly, let's say we need to revert to a previous documentation on one of our categories and all its articles, and also bring back another category that was recently removed. We are also aware that this change occurred before we released version 2, so it should be easy to find in the backup list. Select Documentation under the Restore option, and select the relevant categories and articles. Once the restore operation is complete and we jump into our documentation, we can see that our categories and articles are now restored. For a second demonstration, assume there was a complete design change on our current homepage recently. However, we would like to get back to our previous design, which was active for version 1. Since we should know the date around when these changes happened, we can move down the list of backups and select the homepage builder under the restore options. Select the required languages under version 1 and hit restore. Let's view our site now. We can see that the homepage has been updated. In summary, with Document 360's integrated backup and restore functionality, you won't have to worry about human errors, accidents, or hardware failures disrupting your efforts, and reinforces your data retention strategy.